Anyway, my husband said we don't see summer until what? After 8 months? Well, it could be after a year. It all depends, isn't it? And we're just out enjoying ourselves and believe that we'll just have a little random chat here and there. We're in a nice park. And it feels like I'm in Jamaica sometimes. Sometimes feel like I'm in Kenya. Now I'm best of both. Or I'm best of three, should I say. And I will take this time to do my review on Kenya. Because I've been there how many times today? Three?
3 times.
3 times. And a lot of people have been asking what the experience in Kenya is like. First of all, I should say that they're nice people, but compared to us Jamaicans, they're a little bit more reserved. And I could say that, given that I live here in Britain, they're more like the British in terms of mannerisms and behavior. They're not loud like us, but I mean, they love us. My first reception in the airport was extremely wonderful because I went on a Jamaican passport, and when they learned that I'm a Jamaican, it was like I'm a celebrity. And the immigration officer who let me through picked a conversation, and she was saying, "Oh yeah, I've got Jamaican in my family too, cause one of my nephews is married to a Jamaican in America." And I'm like, "Yeah, so," and the whole environment is more like, even though it's bigger, it's like Jamaica itself. One thing I like about it, first when I got there, it was morning time, so that twilight was quite pretty. Every Jamaican want to be in the motherland, you know that, my husband. Because in Jamaica we sing about going back to Africa. They want one-way ticket. Africa, my motherland, and all different sort of things. And you know that in Jamaica, predominantly, apart from being a Christian, you're gonna have the Rastafarians, and a lot of us are influenced by Rastafarians. Forget about my hair. I'm not a Rasta. I'm a Christian. This is just my hairstyle. In fact, if you go to Kenya, and correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of Kenyan women have dreadlocks, but I had dreads before and I cut it off and I changed my style. I'm a versatile person, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, in Jamaica, the Rastafarians believe that Africa is our motherland, which is true. We're black, look at it, and that's what they like there. And yeah, the twilight was quite nice. And when I'm passing on the roadside, everybody is selling tea, roast corn, roast chicken, what they call it, nyama choma. They're cooking roast meat, and that was nice. And I just felt like I'm at home. I'm not promoting secular music at the moment. I'm a change converted person. I'm a Christian. But one morning about 5 o'clock, I think it was a Saturday morning, I was in bed, and all I hear was some boom, 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 boom reggae music coming through the doors of the house from next door. And I'm like, what? I thought I was dreaming. But when I woke up, I realized I was still in Kenya. And I'm like, wow, this is what Africa is about. Another thing that took me by surprise was the matatu, which is the minibus. The first time I saw the bus coming up the street and the conductor knocking the side and like jumping off and like picking up the passenger, and then again I could hear all the reggae music coming through, like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, and they're playing proper Jamaican reggae. But the thing is now, we get in the bus and we're going to town. And obviously they're of a different language. Africa and every other country probably they were influenced by Bob Marley's reggae music. They love reggae. But Jesus have mercy upon Unique. I needed a sanctified pair of ears to travel on that transport. It was okay for my husband because he don't understand one thing that they're saying. He just understand the beat. That's all they go for, the beat. But the undiluted edition of some of those Jamaican reggae music were being played. We don't hear it like that in Jamaica. I want to say to the driver, turn it down or skip or whatever. But yeah, I felt at home. I felt very safe, extremely safe, I should say, in Kenya. I never saw any action of theft. Listening to the news, crime and all that was bare minimal, and I must say bare minimal. When I went in town, I never felt like I needed to look behind me, maybe because I was with a local, but even so, there were other people who you could definitely tell that they were tourists. They were actually walking free and enjoying themselves. uh, I think because of who I am, I'm so much of an enthusiastic kind of person. I like life, I like sound, I like culture. And my favorite part of being in Nairobi was downtown Nairobi, if I should call it like that. The hustle and the bustle, everybody doing their sales and their this and that. And manual labor was something that I was actually taken aback about, because now that I've moved to a different country where everything is computer, you see the men carrying the big sacks on their back, pulling the cart, pushing the wagon. That was something that stood out to me. And my biggest excitement, which got everybody's head turning on the matatas, on the minibus, was each time I'm passing a certain place and I saw an animal, I'm like, oh my God. And my husband was like, okay. And I'm like, wow, look, there's a zebra. And I'm like, oh, look, there is a... Everybody was like... But obviously, because I have the same skin color, they don't think, or they wouldn't believe that I'm a tourist. I'm from somewhere different. So for a black person to be that excited, they're saying, oh, well, maybe she's mad. But I mean, it was a joy to see animals that in their own enclosure, natural habitat. For example, when you took me to, where did we go? To Nairobi Safari, Nairobi National Park. We actually didn't get into one of the jeeps. We walked. And amazingly, at one point, there was a cheetah right over our head waiting for lunch. And below us, there were few lions, weren't it?
2 lions.
But I mean, it was an exciting time. We weren't thinking, we were just enjoying. Then I was ganged by a troop of monkeys, and I had to run in a male toilet. Shh, don't tell anybody. So Kenya is quite beautiful. And whenever I'm out and people can identify that I'm a Jamaican, they would kind of come and they're excited. They ask me questions about Jamaica. Some of them said they want to go. They embrace us. I've been out with my Jamaican identity and I get discounted price because of being a Jamaican. Obviously, when I speak, then that may be my kind of downfall somehow, my giveaway. But being a Jamaican, you're embraced in Kenya. It's beautiful. And another thing that I do admire and was quite taken aback by was the fact that it's such a big place and the travel is so far and long. To get from one point to another point is like 10 hours, 13 hours. From like Nairobi to the next city, which is Mombasa, it's almost a day's journey. What, 13 hours to where we want to go? But beautiful. Beautiful. If you go, you will want to go back again. And my encouragement to us Jamaicans who always talk about going to Africa and have never been, I would encourage you to take a trip. Kenya is a nice place. I can say that because I've been there. And there are several other African nations that I would wish to go to. Being in Kenya, I've been as close as getting to Tanzania. How do you pronounce it?
Yes, sir.
Tanzania. and as close as getting to Uganda, because one of the places that we go to is on the border of Uganda. So it was beautiful to cross Lake Victoria and being able to sit and look at Lake Victoria. One thing though, I must say to people who are going to Kenya, especially Jamaicans, because we always think we're liberal and can have our own way. Kenya is a strict country and their moral standards are very high. And there are certain things that they will not do in public per se. Kissing, holding hands, smoking, swearing. No, you're not going to see that. Especially when you go into certain territories where the religion differ, I won't say, but you just have to learn to be disciplined and be humble. They respect each other, especially their elders, and women have high respect for men. And it's just a new amazing experience. It teaches you a lot, like how to stay in your zone somehow, and how to appreciate other people and what they stand for. So in Jamaica, basically, I don't know if it's legal by now. Illegal, I don't think it is, but you could probably light up any, roll up anything, and you smoke it wherever you go. You can spit wherever. Maybe as for rubbish, we can't really litter. We are not encouraged to litter our country, but in Kenya you have to be careful. I have never, for the 3 visits I've been there, I've only seen somebody smoking in public twice. That's what I've seen, and I don't think it is allowed. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you allowed?
If you're in the city center, you have specific places. There are specific places that have been set aside if you're a smoker to go and smoke, but it's not allowed. There are specific spots. You have to look at the county website, and they will refer you to the specific spots where you can do that.
Yeah, so they're very disciplined, and the language is superb. In fact, in Nairobi they speak Swahili, but there are so many different languages that in that one little place. It's just amazing. So 40 really amazing. I think I heard quite a few. Being in one vicinity alone, I heard them. From what I can remember, they speak Swahili. They speak English very fluently. Academical standard, the Queen standard. I admire that, because many times I'm corrected because I don't speak English. I speak communicational English. So I heard Swahili, English, Suba, Lua, Luya, and Kikuyu. Yeah, that's the other popular one, isn't it? So I heard all of those. Sometimes I can differentiate between them, but at other times I'm wondering. I'm learning. So actually, on this chat, I can tell you, on this vlog, I can share with you some of the things, and please correct me where I go wrong, that I've learned. First of all, when you get into the airport, they're gonna say Jambo. They welcome you. And then they say Habari Asubuhi. Yes, so I got there in the morning, so they're saying good morning, what's the news, isn't it? And of course, when you're in love, you learn all the lovey-dovey things. So before I actually learned those words, nakupenda sana, oh, I love you. I love you. And then I learned mapenzi, which is like your sweetheart. And then when we go to church, I learned some lovely songs, and I think I can sing a few of them, but I don't want to go into that kind of detail right now. But Mungu abariki sana. Mungu akubariki sana. So that's God bless you very much. And they are very polite. Everything you say, they say thank you. And when you go in the house, especially when you're new, they said Karibu Nyumbani, welcome. But if you're two, if you're a couple, they're gonna say karibuni, nyumbani, which is nice. And if you're not just going into a house, every time they see you, they would say karibu or karibuni if you're two. So the language is very interesting. I'm still learning it, pole pole. So that's slowly by slowly, as they would say. And I know kwaheri, which is goodbye, kesho, which is tomorrow. So I'm picking up here and there, and as I go along, my beautiful Mrs. Blackcurrant, don't call her that, that is only my name. She speaks proper English, but she's teaching me Swahili step by step. That's my mother-in-law. So you don't call her Mrs. Blackcurrant. She's so English, so I gave her that name. Anyway, thank you for hearing us, and I will tell you some more about Kenya. And very soon this lovely person will take me to the nearby countries if we have the time when I happen to go again. So take care for now. Kwaheri. Respect and manners, Jamaica people would say. My brother, my big brother taught me that. Or love and blessing. Kesho, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Goodbye.
God bless.
God bless.
Bye.